Hello, my name is Bruno Falci, correspondent of teleSUR here in Venezuela, and now we find ourselves in Guayana Esequiba in a very important day where they're going to create the 24th state of Venezuela following the popular vote of 2023, where the people decide by 95% of the votes to create this new state to defend the sovereignty of Venezuela territory. This territory is in dispute for more than 200 years. The Bolivar troops fought here to independent this region from the Spanish Empire, and after that the English Empire take possession of this territory. Today they're gonna vote for a government, and we are here with one of the opposition candidate of Guayana Esequiba. Hello, sir. How are you? Can you present yourself for us?
Un gusto.
A pleasure, Bruno. My name is Hector Melano, and I am the candidate of the Venezuelan opposition here in Guayana Esequiba.
Thank you. Can you tell us what's the importance of this election for the people in the region, and how the conflict with Guyana and the biggest interest of the petroleum enterprise of United States is affecting all this region?
Bueno, resulta que el mundo hoy está viendo lo que acontece en la Guayana Esequiba.
The world today is watching what is happening in the Guayana Esequiba precisely because there is a very important geopolitical repercussion which naturally has repercussions for the whole region. Not only for Guyana, but also for Brazil, and which is naturally linked to oil. But what is going on? It turns out that almost 160,000 square kilometers of oil plus a sea pending to be delimited, which has one of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world, one of the largest reserves of gold, of rare minerals in the world, which should be used precisely for the development of the entire Venezuelan nation and to promote Latin American integration. The international oil lobby, headed by ExxonMobil, is meddling in an international controversy between two countries where they have no part in order to make the interests of the White House. The United States Department of State, and ultimately an interventionist policy, and interventionist history and position on Latin America prevail. It turns out that not only have they gone to the International Court of Justice in a fraudulent manner because it was ExxonMobil who paid for the legal expenses of Guyana before the court, but they have also committed the crime of international bribery and corruption abroad in violation of the United States of America's domestic law on corrupt practices abroad. Precisely because not only did they pay for those legal expenses, but they also paid for the bids for the oil blocks in the sea pending delimitation. Venezuela should have participation, because until the territorial controversy is resolved according to what is stipulated in the Geneva Agreement, the resources that are located there cannot be fully exploited. The line of the border with Guyana, at that time an English colony, is the river Esequibo. It was at the time when the liberator Simon Bolivar was still managing the most important geopolitical project in the history of the continent, which is what we know today as the Great Colombia. So today we want to retake that historical project, vindicate the identity of all the people of Esequibo and the Venezuelan people, and today we are fulfilling that historical task.
Thank you, sir. A very good deployment. And we keep following here, and he is the most important candidate of the opposition. He has 13 political parties in his back, and there are in total there are 5 candidates in this governance and Guayana Esequiba. To remember, in all the country there are 54 political organizations participating in this election, with 36 are national parties, and 10 are regional parties. In total, 285 seats gonna be renewed in the National Assembly, and 260 legislators gonna be elected as 24 states. And this one, Guayana Esequiba, is now today in the center of the discussion, political discussion in all the world. So keep following teleSUR to know what is happening here in this territory.